Deep into Bolivia lies the biggest salt flats in the world, sitting at almost 12,000 feet of elevation and stretching over 4,000 square miles, larger than over 20 different countries. During the rainy season, these salt flats turn into the world's largest mirror. So to end off our 6 weeks in South America, welcome to Salar de Uyuni. We just arrived in Uyuni, which is southern Bolivia and the entrance to the world's biggest salt flats. We leave here in about an hour. We're about to grab a few more snacks, and then we have a 3-day, 2-night tour into the salt flats. It's going to be incredible. Super high elevation. It is rainy season, but it sounds like it's not too rainy, so it should be a perfect 3 days. Let's see how it goes. Our tour guide with Red Planet first took us to a train cemetery, where in the 1800s, Bolivia planned to create a super hub for transportation of the salt and minerals to export it to the rest of the world. Through political and environmental circumstances, the trains were short-lived and left to rot in the wind and salt, sinking into the desert ground like an open-air museum. After a short tour of the local salt hotel and museum, we rode out into the Sea of White and onto the largest salt flats in the world. This place was truly unlike anywhere else on the planet, and we spent the day exploring different areas of the flats before reaching Incahuasi Island, a 60-acre island sticking out of the salt flats, covered by giant cacti, some of which we were told were over 1,000 years old. We hiked around here as the sun went down over the horizon, completely disconnected from the world and in awe of the beauty of the world around us. As the day wound down, we headed farther south, into even more remote places in southern Bolivia, where our guide stopped and surprised us with some snacks and wine to watch the sun go down into the darkness. Our accommodations for the night was a hotel made from salt, where we ate dinner and turned in to recharge for another big day tomorrow. Day 2 started by exiting the salt flats, and we headed down into the high mountains and plains of Bolivia, passing llamas, vicuñas, and alpacas along the way. We eventually turned off-road and started driving on rocks and dirt for what must have been several hundred miles as we continued on for hours exploring the high country here. Eventually, we reached over 16,000 feet in elevation and saw volcanic mountains, flamingos, and landscapes I could only dream of being on other planets.
It was the most remote and wild landscapes I've ever seen on the earth, and the journey to get here played a part in the incredible feeling of just how small I felt here.
Well, update on the altitude. So we just saw some really cool flamingos. Kind of surrounded by them actually. We're at about just under 16,000 feet. So even though I've been above 11,000 feet for 3 or 4 weeks now, it still gets to you. But I will say it's not as bad as when we first started. And we're definitely getting acclimated, but yeah, it's just everything here is super high. Like, look at that mountain. It's such a beautiful mountain. It's just covered in color, clouds, mystery. What a beautiful place this is. Literally in the middle of nowhere, 15,000 feet up. Pretty crazy landscapes here. I don't even know what else to say, but it feels like you're on another planet, really.
We got so high in elevation, it started snowing, and we got out to check out some steam and mud vents stemming from the volcanic earth around us. Night number 2 was spent in a brick building with extremely limited electricity and water, but perched on the edge of a hot spring lake with actual hot spring baths that we could soak in at night. It was so cold and steamy I wasn't able to get any video of it, but the stars, once the clouds cleared, were some of the brightest I've ever seen. Our final day started off with beautiful weather. We headed down to the Chile border to drop off some travelers and then head back towards Uyuni. But not before driving through, once again, otherworldly landscapes and mountains. Caught the overnight bus back to La Paz, which marked the end of our trip. Although we did spend Valentine's Day in La Paz before flying back home to Cleveland. These past 6 weeks were full of some of the most diverse and remote areas we've ever traveled to. We started at sea level and spent over 21 days straight over 10,000 feet of elevation, reaching 16,000 feet several different times. We explored 3 deserts, several ancient civilization ruins, volcanoes, and wildlife. Thanks so much for following along with us. We hope you enjoyed traveling with us. See you next time.